What's up, YouTube? It's Philo here, and today, millions of people have my comments have been like, Philo, tell us the history of the Grand Theft Auto games. Grand Theft Auto V and IV and all those other ones. So I thought I'd just give a little brief overview of the games, and this is all the truth that has actually happened with the games. I have all of them, so I'm just going to show you how they did it at first. So. So the games really started. They wanted to follow like a thing like how they did with Star Wars and release later ones first. So the very first game was actually Grand Theft Auto 3. I bought it on clearance. Actually, I bought it at Pawn America for $4. Um, this copy in particular, Grand Theft Auto 3 was the very first one that came out. It kind of confused people because it's the third game in the series, but they wanted to just start somewhere in the middle and then go back later. It came out for the PlayStation 2 and I think the CDI. So then they went back and did Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, which are called Vice City is 1, and then San Andreas is 2. Just a different way to do it because, in terms of the timeline and everything, so because Vice City takes place in like the 80s, it's actually Grand Theft Auto 1, and then San Andreas takes place after that, and it's Grand Theft Auto 2. It's just a different way of doing things, but, that's just how they did it. And again, these are for the PS2 and the GameCube and the Dreamcast. And no other systems. And the PS2 versions are really rare to find for these particular games. They didn't make a whole lot of copies, so these cost me actually like the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was the greatest hits version, so it's a little less. It only cost me $80, and this one I spent $125 on. But they're in really good condition, as you can see. It's got the game right there, and then the whole thing right there for San Andreas, and then for my copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It's got the game there, and then the whole the booklet right there, and yeah, pretty awesome, pretty rare stuff. Spending $200 on 2 games is quite a bit. A lot of people probably can't afford these games, but I can because I'm rich. And then for the later games, they went with the Grand Theft Auto IV or IV. Not quite sure why they didn't just call it 4 because it's actually the 4th game in the series. But this is Grand Theft Auto IV. It also, this copy right here in particular has the complete edition episodes from Liberty City, which were released on the PlayStation Portable and the Nintendo 3DS back in the day, and also they were on the Game Boy Advanced. Different things like that, like The Lost and the Damned and the Ballad of Gay Tony. But see, they call it like 3 games, IV, and then the other 2 that I just mentioned. The highest rated PlayStation 3 game of all time, but it also came out on the YU. So you can pick it up there as well. So that's the true fact of Grand Theft Auto IV. And then most recently, like I mentioned before, they got Grand Theft Auto V5. The V5, it says it twice there for whatever reason. And this came out a couple years ago, and I picked it up right away. It's a terrible game. It's horrible. I don't, especially the online mode. It's probably the worst one in the series. But that's what they do now. Hopefully in the next game they go better. But I do have the whole complete game and the map and everything, and I did pick this up the day it came out, so it's a pretty rare version. I could probably sell this on eBay or Craigslist right now for probably $80-90. But I won't because I don't need the money because I'm really, really rich. So that's the history. That's a true history of Grand Theft Auto. So if you guys have any other series of video games that you want me to talk about, just give you the history, or maybe even consoles. I can tell you the history of consoles because I know everything about video games and everything I say is true. So yeah, that's my Grand Theft Auto collection right there. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.